This is scaled to fit in your 50s. Restarting exercising and feeling like a rookie at the age of over 50. With Marko Lindgren.
In today's episode, I took my microphone on a stroll to talk about walking, because why not? Walking is, in many respects, the ultimate activity, especially since it aligns seamlessly with what I like to say, don't do nothing, do something and scale it back. So here I am on my walks. Can't say daily walks anymore because these are not daily, but let's say weekly at least. And I'll get back to the why the daily walks sort of transformed into a set of weekly walks instead. But so, as earlier I said, I really fell for the walking right after the first try. It sort of brought me so much pleasure afterwards that I wanted to do it again and again. And I would say that for the first few months, I guess, I did almost daily, which means that I totally ignored the rest days in between, which is fine in the beginning because, of course, the walking speed and the effort was not that high. But the more I walked, the faster I started to walk until I got to the, to the level of walking that if you would go any faster, you virtually would be running. So at that point already the stress on the body was so high that it really required some rest days in between. And there were some weeks that I felt that I had a hangover whole week, even though I hadn't tasted a drop of alcohol during the time. So lesson number one, remember the rest days. To summarize, rest days are elementary. I initially disregarded them, but later realized the importance of dedicating at least one day a week to simply relaxing or lazing around. And I can also tell from experience that one day is not really enough. You should lazy around more than one day a week. Another insight I had is that after exercising and sweating heavily, it might be a good idea to replenish electrolytes in addition to just drinking water. The benefits are immediate.
Yes!
And when I mention electrolytes concerning exercise, I refer to minerals like sodium, potassium, calcium, and magnesium, which we lose through sweating.
The good to know corner.
Electrolytes are minerals in your body that help control muscle function, hydration, and nerve signals. The most common electrolytes include salts, acids, and bases. Common examples of electrolytes include sodium chloride, also known as table salt, potassium chloride, calcium carbonate, and acids like hydrochloric acid. Electrolytes are crucial for various physiological processes in the human body. They are vital in maintaining proper fluid balance, nerve function, muscle contraction, including the heart muscle, the most important muscle we have, and pH balance. When you exercise, you lose electrolytes through sweat, especially sodium, potassium, and magnesium. These minerals are essential because they help your muscles contract properly, keep your heart beating steadily, and maintain fluid balance. If you don't replace lost electrolytes, you might feel weak or dizzy and get muscle cramps. Drinking water is essential, it's important, but if you're sweating a lot, particularly during vigorous exercise or in hot conditions, you may also need sports drinks, coconut water, or electrolyte tablets to stay balanced and perform your best.
The good to know corner.
The other one was that about the amount of steps per day. Of course, it should be more like daily steps that not related to any training. But my work was at the time such that it was mostly sitting on the computer and having those 10,000 steps a day. That was this imaginarily nice round number was not really possible. So first off, I drop down my target to 8,000, which is good and good enough for me. And then I, of course, achieved that by walking my walks. So that was like a kind of a little bit cheating, not a daily activity, but actual training on a daily basis. And it turned out that many of the days I do the walk, I get over 10,000 steps anyway. So I think it's better to have a target that you can achieve rather than not achieving the target and then feeling bad about yourself every time.
Regarding daily steps and any other goals as well, the well-known quote by American Olympic rower Anita de France states, "Your goal should be out of reach, but not out of sight." While this applies to competitive sports of all sorts, the discussion here involves different dynamics. Motivation and volition, the power of determination, are crucial elements in making life changes, which is what this is about, in essence. So, to get going, set achievable goals you can regularly meet and give yourself a pat on the shoulder and congratulate yourself. That's important. Maybe a little celebratory piece of cake or something every now and then.
Yes! Now I'm walking here. Why I'm still walking? What does it mean to me? It's sort of a meditation and nice time for myself. Time when I don't have to think about anything, not work tasks that are waiting to be done or cleaning or what not could be there waiting for you. This walking is my own time, and I spend it in a way I like to do it. Originally, I tried to listen to some music. Some people might like to listen to music while walking, and I did too. I tried. It sort of was nice to have this up-tempo music to listen. It keeps your rhythm in pace, and especially when I later tried rucking, you know, it's like walking with an extra weight. It helped to go forward. I'll get back to rucking and how to do it and how I did it in a later episode. But so for now, so it's okay for rhythm. But then I felt that I don't want to listen to any music. I want to listen to surrounding, and especially since I started my walking early spring, there was a lot of birds started to sing, and it was nice to listen to, in addition to the traffic which is everywhere here, also some nature sounds. So when the walking got so good or so fast that I couldn't go faster without resulting to running, I did add something to it. So first I added like halfway of my that time regular walking route some bodyweight exercises. So first started with like 10 lunges, 10 squats and 10 push-ups in the middle. And that's also important to have a variety in the exercise. And it brought like a nice little pause from walking and also a little exercise there. And later when those 10 reps are too easy, sort of, you can increase them. Or then of course do a separate training exercise, but that was a good start for me. I then later moved on to like a total bodyweight exercises and some with weights also. And then the latest addition is the adding small sprints in the walking. So I don't run. I have never liked running, and sometimes it feels very lonely to look at these sports apps because there's not really a choice for walkers. They're all for running and running and running, and I don't like to run. But I added that much, I gave up that much, or gave in that much, that I do now most of the walks. When I do regular walk, I do 2 times like 150 meter sprint. It's a nice like a measurement also. It shows me quite concretely how my fitness is improving or developing, so I can compare the same sprint from previous month or previous months and see how heart rate or the speed are evolving. So as my walking is now approaching my running sprint spot, and then I wouldn't be talking at the time, and after that also breathing would be even more harder. But one thing what I want to leave as a like a memory or as a statement is that why I like walking and why I think everybody should go walking is that it's very low threshold to go. You just like put on shoes and go. It doesn't matter. You can start with walking around the house or block, and then I'm pretty sure that after a while it gets a bit boring. You wanna go and search, find new ways and new routes, and that way, like naturally and without effort, you get to walk longer stretches, and then you might even want to add some extra challenge to it, like this bodyweight exercise movements, add some extra weights, take a couple of books with you, or then do sprints in the halfway to see how your fitness is evolving.
To add more challenge to your walking, you can include bodyweight exercises at the halfway point of your route. Lunges, squats and push-ups on a park bench are excellent ways to start, and don't mind the sometimes weird looks of the passers-by. Moreover, carrying some extra weight in your backpack adds an additional challenge, if you're up to it. If you want to monitor your fitness progress, take a short sprint at the exact location and cover the same distance. Record your run with a watch, and over time you will see improvements in your speed and heart rate simply from walking.
Weekly challenge.
So put on your shoes and head out. Halfway around the block, do some squats and lunges. You'll love it. And what I like to say, don't do nothing, do something and scale it back. This was Scale to Fit, Fit in Your 50s with Marko Lindgren. All sounds are made by me. Send us your feedback via email at feedback@scale2.fit or visit podchaser.com/scale2fit to leave a rating. Don't forget to check the show notes at scale2.fit. All the links are there. Thank you for tuning in.